We started with an ambition for it and a budget for it that required a particular kind of casting, required that we had kind of big name actors in cast. And there were a lot of people who were very interested in playing Dali and Lorca, and it never felt quite right and it never gelled. And one of the reasons it didn't gel was because I think they were too old. And immediately I started auditioning people who were younger, but for that reason much less well known. Somehow the script came to life. Because it's their innocence and their vulnerability and their kind of youthful mistakes and experimentation and craziness that are, you know, are at the heart of the story. And then we had to cut the budget drastically, and I was able to cast with whoever I wanted, really. And that was terrific. That was a terrific freedom, and I think that's how come the film has the freshness that I think it does. It's an extraordinarily difficult role to play, Dali. Not only was he a very complicated and difficult person, but also he in the story, in the movie, is the person who goes through the most change. And he's also the person that's best known, that has a kind of screen image, you know, that a lot of people know Dali from old newsreel footage and interviews and photos and so forth, and they know him as a clown and a genius, you know, genius Dali. But we wanted to tell a love story, and that meant that he also had to be a vulnerable young man, able to fall in love, and someone who we could imagine Lorca falling in love with. So for an actor, that's a huge range to cover, both that vulnerability and that sort of arrogance and acute intelligence and clownishness, if you like. Well, you know, I always believed Robert could do it, and I think he gave us even more than we expected from him.